Welcome back to my channel.
Welcome to last part of Get to Know Rheneas. Rheneas has been called a gallant old engine before and deserves such a title. He is highly determined, brave, and courageous. Rheneas is a tough, committed worker despite his age and takes great responsibility in his work. He is keen to keep his friends smiling and, although he is a level-headed engine, he can be a bit of an adventurer too, though he may often try to struggle on alone. Rheneas knows when it is time to call on the help of his friends. Nevertheless, Rheneas is always highly dedicated to the task at hand. In the 9th series, when Mr. Percival needed to careful engines to transport a dinosaur skeleton to the Soder Museum, Rheneas offered to have himself and Skarloey demonstrate how careful they can be. Rheneas did better than Skarloey, whose excitement got the better of him and offered to try again following the mishap. Mr. Percival gave him one last chance, so Rheneas decided to prove that he could take the dinosaur on his own. He did so by delivering a long and heavy line of coal trucks. He gained the job, but he could not make it up Caldy Fell Hill. Skarloey, still upset, found his way blocked and Rheneas apologized for what happened, declaring that he will always want the two of them to work together. This cheered up Skarloey, and the two happily transported the skeleton the rest of the way. The height of the Skarloey coal yard's incline has frightened Rheneas, so when he brought empty trucks there, he backed away quickly, much to Skarloey's amusement. Rheneas came back to the incline the next day with Duncan and found Skarloey, still coupled to his trucks, being hauled up the incline. They were surprised and awestruck at this supposedly brave act before Skarloey's weight promptly broke the incline and sent him flying down the track, much to Rheneas' shock, and into a snowbank, which Rheneas helped him out of. Rheneas and Duncan brought supplies to repair the winch, excited to see Skarloey take the coal trucks down the incline himself. Rheneas looked happy at Skarloey instead doing the right thing in contrast to Duncan's disappointment. Rheneas also tried to tell Duncan that he would be late when Duncan was going back and forth on some bumpy tracks for fun. Rheneas left without Duncan listening. In the 11th series, Rheneas was surprised by Thomas' loud whistle, bumping into his flatbeds and spilling the pilings on it as a result. This amused Skarloey, Sir Handel, and even Rheneas himself. Rheneas and Skarloey hid and watched as Thomas decided to surprise Rusty next, which the three best friends found very funny. Rheneas playfully chased after Rusty, leaving the scattered bricks behind. He did this again after they all surprised Sir Handel, leaving flour all over the warehouse. Lastly, they surprised Peter Sam, who pushed his logs into the canal. Only then did the engines realize what their playfulness had done. But Rheneas still wanted to play, and Thomas insisted that they had to get their work down immediately. Whilst working at the Blue Mountain Quarry, Rheneas' paintwork was severely scraped after becoming a runaway after having gone too fast over the collapsing Blondin Bridge. This resulted in the brief period when he was painted yellow with blue lining. Thank you for listening. If we miss anything, please comment down below.